When we talk about aiming in Valorant, the aiming skills that are being mentioned most are flicks and micro adjustments. And it's true, these are very important. But what if I told you that tracking is actually super underrated and it might very well be the weakness that is holding you back and keeping you from ranking up into higher divisions? Before I explain my reasons for this statement, I want to take a second to talk to you about Insight, which is our free analysis and improvement tool that will help you rank up. It gives you all the tools you need. You have an overview on key stats and your performance on different agents and maps. Our spider chart breaks your game down into 6 main metrics and shows you what skill you need to work on. And to help you with that, we recommend fitting content as well. Everything for free. You can even check out single matches and analyze what went well and what didn't. Link to Insight is down below. Now you might ask, why should tracking be so important in a tag shooter like Valorant? It's true, targets move generally slower and more predictably in a game like Valorant compared to an arena shooter like Overwatch. But they still move. Scenarios in which targets are completely stationary only require flicks and micro adjustments. So when you place static dots in an aim trainer or shoot at static bots in the range, then you don't need tracking at all. But have you ever had the feeling that your aim is really nice while you warmed up in the range and then you headed into your first DM and you couldn't hit a single shot at first? That's because in deathmatches your enemies move. Of course, you still need your flicks and you still need your micro adjustments, but everything becomes dynamic clicking now. That means after your initial adjustment close to the target, you now need to read their movement and you need to calculate their movement into your micro adjustment. So tracking becomes like the glue that holds everything together. And it clearly shows when you watch someone play who lacks this skill. Their aim looks clunky and robotic. The reason why a good player's aim looks so smooth and effortless is because their crosshair seems to magically follow the enemy perfectly. This doesn't mean you should never go for flick shots or that fast adjustments are bad. Rather, it means that there are lots of moments in which you need that glue, that tracking, in order to smooth out your aim and adjust to the enemy's movement. I've experienced this myself lately as I'm focusing much more on watching and tracking the enemy's movement compared to trying to flick on their head extremely fast. And it feels very good. One good reason for this is that when you try to flick onto a moving target, you flick to the position that you have seen them in last. But if they move in the meantime, you will just flick past them and now the same thing repeats as long as they counterstrafe. What would be much better is to adjust your aim to be just a little bit smoother and still have an eye on their movement. Then you could realize that your crosshair is going to meet them earlier and shoot. Another thing you could do is to still adjust your aim during the burst you fire to either get the headshot kill with your second or third bullet or to at least get a hit marker and slow the target down, because this will set you up for an easy headshot after your next strafe when you're ready to burst again. So as I said, this is a subtle but very important difference. You're not trying to aim super slow and track the enemy for 3 seconds before you shoot. Rather, you're trying to smooth out your aim and pay more attention to their movement. Try this out for yourself in deathmatches and I'm sure you will notice a difference. One thing that helps a lot with this is tension management. This means you're trying to grip your mouse a little bit lighter and keep your muscles relaxed. If you're interested in more aim theory, then I would highly recommend you to check out the playlist linked on screen right now. I'll see you there.